Christmas Day. Rain chances are back.
Morning,
bag
everybody.
for a diaper. And that's how the Grenada County
We will
Sheriff's
not be on the
Department
radio
described
tomorrow,
the return
but Chip and
of
I are going to do
10-month-old
some
Amarian Nason. Now that the baby's back, they're
off
trying
the
to
radio
find the
stuff
father, Anthony Mitchell,
over the
who already
holiday.
faces domestic
We'll be
violence
back
charges,
next Monday.
and now possibly more in the kidnapping of the baby. Smoke
But
and
let's
flame
rest
came
live.
in a double this weekend. Sunday, you may have seen the smoke
At the
rising
restaurant.
from South Jackson as a
David.
family was forced from their house just 3 days before Christmas. That was on Woody Drive, and it was apparent when firefighters got there that the house was a goner. No one got hurt, but another house nearby that was abandoned had some heat damage. Saturday morning, the tower of smoke was over Commerce Street as a building that sat vacant for 30 years came to its end. That was the old Morris Ice Company. Jackson firefighters did their best to keep the fire from going to any other buildings, and now fire investigators have their work cut out for them to find the causes for both fires. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WIAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together.
And good Monday morning, Christmas Eve.
Good morning.
And this is the Chip Matthews Show. She is Taylor Turcotte. And I just have to do this. Well, we'll remember to do it. Gather up your friends and join the party tonight at the Clay Edwards Christmas Party. Yeah.
Clay's parties tonight.
Yeah, that's out at Burgers and Blues and Barbecue.
Are you going to go?
I don't know. I have a restaurant to run. Acme Pizza will be open tonight too.
Oh.
So, but we close early.
All right. Well, I'll call in some of my friends, see if they want to go. We need a ladies' night out anyway.
But when I hear him do a commercial, I just go, it needs a big gather up your friends and join the party. Come party with thousands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chip showing his old DJ
That was
days.
good old days. Okay, y'all. Before we get into today's show, which today's show is going to be about our Christmas wish list.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to do the Christmas wish list. But to start today, just for those people that want to know, I got to mention something about the city of Ridgeland. Ridgeland dedicated the city hall to Gene McGee. Oh, now isn't that nice? What a surprise. That's so sweet. You know, that's so nice of y'all just to come out and give him a building.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is?
I didn't.
Tell me.
The alderman.
You don't know who he is?
No, the alderman voted to give Gene the building. You know, to name the building after Gene McGee.
Okay, who is Gene McGee, and why does he need a building named after him?
He's the mayor. Come on.
Oh, he's the mayor of Ridgeland. I only focus on Jackson. I got big enough problems. I don't know all of y'all's mayor's names.
When your brain, when your blind kicks in, it kicks in.
What? Excuse me. I have, like I said, I have enough in Jackson to worry about. Y'all don't.
Well, anyway,
He's the one that
he wanted to build a park. and he needed to raise. So he had an election
Oh.
to build a park, and the people voted it down.
Oh, and now
So
he's,
now
so
he's
he's
bringing
the
it
one
back.
that wants the
He's-
park back.
he's
Well,
gonna
that's
bring
all
it
you had
back
to
in-
say to qualify me.
He's going to bring it back in
deep clean.
January. He's going to bring it back in January
Yeah.
on the bill to try to get it
Yeah.
on and
Yeah.
push it through the people
Yeah.
again.
Maybe he's talked enough people into
But
it on the side.
To me, I've got to think, like, for instance, in Madison County, Carl Banks has a building named after him, and he's still in office.
right.
Paul Griffin has the Memorial Library. I call it the Paul Griffin Memorial Library, but it's just the Paul Griffin Library. And it is a voting precinct with his big name on the outside of it up in Madison County. I don't understand why.
You need to
elected
be
of-
out and retired and all that before you have buildings named after them.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean,
Please,
but
that's
anyway,
just
he got
pitiful.
he got his press.
No offense,
he got
Mayor,
his building. But that's that. I mean, it doesn't seem logical. You didn't need a new building. You had an old
Well,
building with walls
Oh,
before.
yeah, I lived in Ridgeland. I went
You know,
down there to pay my bills.
They had
It's
a
fine.
building, and then it accidentally got hit and torn down now.
Right.
But anyway,
Right.
I don't understand that. I mean, if you needed to spend, I mean, reallocate your money, do the right thing, act like a Republican. Act like a Republican.
Conservative. Yes.
Less taxes.
Fiscally conservative.
This live within your means. Okay, so let's get off Ridgeland. We do have an election coming up in January. Everybody needs to know that if you would like to run for mayor or alderman or city councilman in anywhere in the listing area, that would
Yes.
be Madison County, Rankin County,
Anywhere in the
Hines
state,
County,
all the municipal
anywhere
elections.
in the sound of my voice in the state of Mississippi.
Yep.
Okay, because we are worldwide.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we are worldwide.
Okay, never mind.
We have elections coming up, and beginning January 2nd, you can qualify
Right.
through the 31st. And this past weekend, I put up my sign
Okay, I saw it.
online. I hadn't put it up outside that I will be running again
Of course.
for mayor of Canton.
Thank goodness.
Thank you. Okay. Also,
Well, let me ask a question about the elections.
okay,
How much does it cost to run for mayor? Say in one of
$10.
$10.
$10.
Because I had to drop $2,500 to run in the
Oh.
Republican primary.
Okay, well
So
that's
this is cheap. I mean,
Yeah.
basically, you're not going to have to mortgage your house to get on the ballot for mayor.
yeah. Did you have to mortgage your house?
No, I had the
Okay.
cash, but still,
Yeah,
it
but-
was a lot of. I mean,
Yeah.
I had to work for that money. It was a lot of money.
To run for a statewide office
It's
or
expensive.
or
Okay.
a
Okay.
congressional office,
Okay.
they have fees in place to deter people from running for those offices.
Right.
I mean, bigger money.
Well, it's 500 the year before, so that's kind of what I was
Well,
planning.
I'm just saying, that's what I'm
25.
saying. I mean, what they do is they put the fees in there
Right.
and they want to deter. They don't want,
Okay.
they don't want 100 people running.
Right.
But
Okay.
if they get 100 people to run, they'll be happy.
Gotcha. So, but with city elections, it's not that much. You
No,
can
No, you can,
you can put it up
and if you can't come up with $10, hey, call me.
Yeah.
I'll get you $10. Get on the ballot.
if you can't
Yeah.
get together $10. I don't know if you can run the city, but anyway.
Yeah, but that's that. Okay. Okay. Also, evidence under seal in Warnock trial. This is on the front page of the Madison County Journal, so we got to talk about
You
this.
do, educate us. Come
The
on.
Madison
come
County
on.
Journal. Evidence in the U.S. Attorney's Office plan to use in the federal bribery and wire fraud case against former Madison County engineer Rudy Warnock has been sealed by the court. U.S. District Judge Henry Wingate has restricted access to the exhibits. The motion and exhibits referred to under detailed factual summaries and actual evidence. The government is requesting the court's permission to file this motion and the exhibits thereto under restricted access to avoid any pre-trial publicity of evidence that may taint potential jurors. I guess they want me to shut up. Okay.
Well, no, evidence is a lot different. You talking, it's your opinion. It's not like
Okay. Okay. I go
Keep
with
going.
that. Okay. Warnock, who is on trial with former Canton Municipal Utility Chair Cleveland Anderson, the trial is set for June 9th of 25. Y'all, they always move it past the next election cycle.
of course.
The case has been continued a dozen times, people. This all started way back in 20.
Kicking the can down the road
Yeah.
because they can stall if they know they're wrong.
He was
they
originally
stall.
indicted in 21, y'all. Okay.
21.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. The wire fraud charges concerned the CMU worker alongside with Canton Alderman Eric Gilkey and Andrew Grant were also indicted, and they've already pled guilty, and
Okay.
they're waiting to testify. And then lately, one person set to testify in the case, the U.S. attorney is current Madison County Board Attorney Mike Espy, according to motions filed by the feds. Espy, who served as board attorney during Warnock's tenure at Madison County engineer, became CMU's general counsel after the pair was fired in 2016 when 3 new supervisors were elected. The U.S. Attorney's Office is also seeking to make Grant's 2019 conviction for conspiracy to commit voter fraud inadmissible because it could cause unfair prejudice. Grant and Gilkey have both pled guilty to their roles and are expected to be witnesses for the prosecution. Another motion filed by the U.S. Attorney's Office seeks to stop the defense from attempts at jury nullification by arguing that other public officials and business people have engaged in similar behavior, as that was how business was typically done in Canton.
Business.
That's how you do business. You bribe everybody. But y'all, that's in the Madison
Well,
County.
that's the free market, and that's business. That's not our government who has power over our lives.
No, they're saying the government. That's how you do business with the government in Canton, and that's what the trial.
Oh, I see.
That's what they were implying, and of course, they're not implying; they're telling it. And elections in Canton have been fraudulent for years. Okay.
Yep.
Last election cycle, when I ran for mayor, and the jury said that I was the only one that received legal votes, we went to trial on just deciding the Democratic side, not the Republican side, not the general election. We had 11 trials prior to the general election.
Just spinning your wheels.
Spinning your wheels. And so I'm running again. I find a pile of corruption each time.
How many times have you run?
2.
Two.
This will be
is
3.
Third time
This
is the
is 3.
charm.
Third time's the charm.
Yep.
And it's really important to remember that. And I saw an interview of mine from way back the first time when I ran, where somebody had me I was out with Bobby Rush and some people, and they were asking me, who did I want to, I said, yeah, of course I want you to go vote for me, but it was more important for you to go vote. And I thought that was funny that long ago, I wasn't telling people to vote for me. I was saying,
Right.
please just go vote.
Just go vote.
Just go vote.
Right.
I know you'll vote for the right person when you go.
Right.
But go vote.
And you've lived in Canton your whole life.
Yes, I have.
So you have a,
I am determined.
well,
get-
and you have a tie to it. This is your community. You've been here for your whole life.
Yeah, but the thing is,
So Chip Matthews is doing the right thing by running for mayor. He really wants to fix his home.
yes, this is what you got to do. President Trump wanted to fix America.
Yes. And he's about to.
And I have been, and as long as he's been running for office, I've been running for office.
Right.
I mean,
okay.
he and I run in the same circles.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
I'll buy that.
okay, so we both feel that America's worth saving, and I feel like Canton is worth saving.
It is.
And so that's it. That's
Canton's the baby Jackson. Isn't that what they call it?
Oh, no,
Little-
it's called Little Chicago, and it's
Little
called Little Chicago for a lot of reasons:
Yeah.
drugs, murders. I mean,
Wow.
do you realize
I'd rather have Chicago than
per capita, Canton has double the murder rate of Jackson,
well, I mean,
but that's per capita.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take as many to do it, but we got
Right.
them. We got them.
right. Jackson wins kind of like that too.
Okay.
Not very
Okay.
big.
So let's see what we got. One more thing. Let's see. One more opening thing to talk about before we go. That damn president that's currently in office is crazy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not there.
No, he's not.
I hope all these people go to jail. I don't believe that Biden is the one. I mean, he went to go see the Pope to try to get, oh, Pope, please forgive me.
But
Let's go ahead and get these people off death row, the people that have been cutting people. And did you see where the guy cut the 1-year-old baby's head off?
yes.
I mean, come on, people.
And this has been going, this is not new.
No.
This is not new. These illegals coming across the border have been murdering women savagely for a very long time in the streets.
You know, and I think about all the things that have happened in Jackson. We always talk about the murder rate and it's up in the hundreds, whatever it is.
Right.
Nobody ever talks about the other violent crimes. I'm sure rape in Jackson is above board, only because we know that the sexually transmitted diseases in Jackson are way above normal.
Well, that doesn't have to do with
Well,
women being raped, because honestly, I don't hear about, and I mean, through the grapevine, you would hear about things like that. I think, especially in Jackson.
Well, I think it's desensitized. Right. I mean, because the other side of that, the reason why I say the sexually transmitted diseases, I mean, everybody seems to be active, so that would just seem like it would turn into that.
Right.
But anyway,
but we don't have our people who are committing murders, at least, are not savagely murdering people that involves great deals of pain and on the street where everybody is seeing these women being executed, cut apart, tortured. So
okay, so that's enough of the what's bad in the world. We know they're all bad. We just got to do something to fix it all.
We do.
And the only way you do that is by voting the bums out. If nothing is changed, if your city is not going forward, if your city is trying to overtax you, if your city is not fixing the roads, if your city officials are just giving you excuses for why they're not doing anything, coming up in January, you can vote them all out of office.
And come to think of it, this is a very good time for people to get involved in politics because it's on the municipal level. It's very easy to learn how politics works with learn how to do your research on candidates. Although in Jackson, we're probably gonna have 100 candidates, but
that's okay.
Learn how to on a small scale, learn how to investigate your candidates and make your own informed decision on the candidate. So everybody, this is the time to get involved.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back live here on the Chip Matthews Show with Taylor Turcotte, and we're going to go through our Christmas list. Christmas list right here on WYAB. Christmas list right here on WYAB.
We need to find something to where you need to tell me we got to cut.
1039 WYAB.
I'm reading a little bit.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym for lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics. Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Ask Jamie Creel about Shelter's life insurance coverage options.
If you want commercials, then we want to
If you're a parent or grandparent, you should know that even though Mississippi is ranked as the unhealthiest state in the country, we have the highest vaccination rate for our children and grandchildren. Many of us blindly trust the medical establishment, and now it's time to question vaccine safety. Mississippi Parents for Vaccine Rights is a grassroots organization working to educate the public and lawmakers about this important topic. Be informed. Go to mpvr.org. Like us on Facebook to stay up to date on the latest information. That's Mississippi Parents for Vaccine Rights. mpvr.org.
I think there are a lot of people that are sitting in churches right now, or maybe sitting in coffee shops, that have a story to tell of what God's done in their life, but they're never going to get the pulpit. They're never going to get a microphone. They're never going to get an opportunity to share their story with the world. That's where we come in.
And so I got pills that were once again laced with fentanyl and Xanax. I blacked out while I was driving my truck down the interstate.
Get the hell out of your life. Sunday mornings at 10 on 103.9 WYAB.
When you feel like your business is drowning in paperwork and compliance issues, it's time to call PeopleLease. Let PeopleLease take care of the busy work so that you can save valuable time and focus on what really matters, growing your business. PeopleLease is based in Ridgeland, so you're always dealing with local professionals who will actually understand your business and its needs. Join thousands of satisfied clients who trust PeopleLease to simplify their employee administration. Visit peoplelease.com. That's peoplelease.com to learn more.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrio Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrio is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrio's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrio and taste the traditions. El Patrio, a family, flavor, and fun come together.
The whole complex. They still have the same model there.
Rapid Oil Change has been the fast service leader in oil changes for over 40 years. With parts that most makes and models in stock, it's easy to see why we're Central Mississippi's leader in fast service. We feature brands like Castrol, Mobile One, Rain-X, Lucas, and Full Throttle. We do more than just change oil. With services like microblades, new tires, tire repair, cabin filters, air filters, and much, much more. Stop by one of our 6 fast-friendly locations today. We accept most national fleets, and local fleets are welcome.
The weather may be cooler, but there's still time to get on the water with Suzuki powered Manitous at Smith Marine. When you come to Smith Marine, you'll find Manitou pontoons that have raised expectations to challenge the entire industry. It's easy to see why Suzuki powered Manitous and Smith Marine are reimagining what's possible. Come by now and schedule your boat's winterization. And browse our new inventory available at Smith Marine on the res in Ridgeland at SmithMarineSales.com.
Have you ever said to yourself, I'd like to go back to school and get my master's one day? Seize your someday today at MC. Hey, this is Ben Ingram, the voice of the Atlanta Braves, and this advertisement is easy for me to read because I get to talk about my alma mater, Mississippi College. MC offers graduate and professional studies programs that are designed to enhance your career and your future on your terms. Head to mc.edu. That's mc.edu today. Let's rise higher together.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
And we're back
on the Chip Matthews Show here on WYAB. Once again, reminding you that the Clay Edwards birthday party is tonight. Don't you dare miss it. With special guests, the Stevens Brothers. They'll be playing all your favorite hits, plus a special appearance by Clay's karaoke song.
Clay's gonna karaoke.
Look, if he has a beverage, he's gonna get up and
karaoke.
he says, let's do some Bret Michaels. Let's do some Poison.
Oh no.
Yes.
I ran a karaoke bar for about a year.
I hate karaoke.
Oh, I wanted a gong up in the middle. And this was on the Gulf Coast where we went till like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. It was
okay. So let's get into it. Okay. Okay. So we've talked about election stuff. And look, let me remind you also, people, that all of the other people, as a Christmas present to yourself, get involved in politics and at least vote. Okay.
Make an informed decision and vote.
And then all of you people that are depressed and alone, you're only alone for the holidays by your decision. You can make a difference in that. You can go find somebody to hang out with. Somebody wants to hang out with you. Somebody wants you. I mean, you just got to get out. And if you're feeling suicidal or anything, please call my friends at Mission Vigilant.
Yep.
And they'll take care of you. MissionVigilant.com.
And if not, just learn to be by yourself. Learn to find happiness in your.
I'm going to tell you. I mean, I've been blessed all my life to have a big family, and then now that my mom has passed away, and one of my brothers passed away, and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy some. I'll remember everybody, but I'll enjoy having some peace and quiet.
Yep. I live next to the interstate, so there's no noise on the interstate so it's a very relaxing morning.
Okay, so let's go through the Christmas list. I hope number 1 on the list is Benny Thompson's going to jail.
Nope.
Okay, damn. Okay, well we'll get to that later. That's my list.
Well, that's your list.
Okay, let's go with your list.
Am I starting?
You're starting.
My first. Number 1, please just go ahead and let's put Trump in power right now. Is there not some sort of ripcord that we could pull to get him into office? I mean, Biden's gone and doing crazy stuff.
Well, what you need to worry about is you need Biden to stay alive between now.
Is there not, considering that we have nobody in power, is there not some sort of loophole that we can get through, that we can go ahead and put him in power so he can go ahead and get to work?
Do you understand the same crooks that worked with Biden, that said that Biden's been in power the last 4 years? They're the ones running the government right now.
Exactly. So can we not get somebody elected in there?
We have somebody elected for the 20th.
Our legislatures have got to get out of the box, and y'all go find some way to get Trump in immediately.
Well, anything they do now would get Kamala in immediately.
No.
Yes.
There's got to be a way. Kamala was not elected. There's got to be a way.
She would be the next in line.
Well, you can get her out too. And I mean,
it's
y'all get out of the box and at least try to find some way to go ahead and get him in now. Think about how many.
I mean, he's going to pardon the world. I mean, he'll probably pardon the guy that just shot the person in the back.
Exactly. And that is my point. And that is Christmas list number 2. If we can't get Trump in now, immediately, can we not tie their hands to where they can't do anything that will affect us past? Because I don't know if people realize, a woman was set on fire on the subway by an illegal alien.
And another guy was shot.
Yes.
Okay. But the subways are safe. She came out and said it.
So we're going to sacrifice lives every day. How many lives do we sacrifice every day by not closing the border and getting that moving? How many days how many things will be sacrificed?
Well, this is all the Democrats' fault. It's been going on for years. And the other side of that is
make up for your karma.
These politicians, I mean, we know that we have 38 good House people that are whatever.
Get out the box. Find a way.
Our people from Mississippi voted for everything. Is what I'm hearing.
Make up for your karma. Let's get it.
I mean y'all start voting like Mississippi people want you to, and then you people that are coming to this state house beginning in January, y'all better get on the stick, because we're going to make phone calls happen.
Yep.
We're going to make phone calls happen.
Yep. But
there's
got to be, and I mean, secondly, there's got to be a way to tie their hands.
Okay. So far,
Biden pardoned all those people that he pardoned that are not pardoned, but commuted their death sentence.
Yeah.
Most of them killed children.
I know that. And on top of that, but all it is him still spending money.
Exactly. I don't even care about the spending money.
Yeah.
Just anything, letting them make any kind of decisions, like letting these people live. Because
look at all
tell me that
look at all the people
they're
affected.
Not going to get parole.
All the people that were waiting on these people, the victims, families, are having to relive all of this again. All of it
again. So can we not either get Trump in now? I mean, because if you want to think about the difference that Trump made in the first month that he was in office, we've got basically a month before he's inaugurated. The stuff that he got done in the first couple of days. I mean, flipping on the. Why not go ahead and get this progress going now instead of sitting around and waiting for them? There's got to be a way to keep an outgoing administration from burning the country down. And if we don't have it, y'all need to be thinking about it, because we've got an administration that is wanting to burn the country down because they lost.
I know. And
so we got to figure out a way to stop them.
We got to figure out a way. But okay. So what's next on your list? Let's see.
That's 1 and 2. That's all I care about. Merry Christmas. Either tie their hands, either get Trump in. Number 1 would be my top of the line Christmas wish. Number 2 would be freaking tie their hands so they can't do anything that will affect us long term. In their last, we've got to find out a way. We've got to figure out a way to keep a government that lost, leaders that lost, that may be hating their country now, from burning it down from the time they lose until they get out.
Okay, I agree. But unfortunately, the Constitution says right now we cannot fix that problem.
Well,
and we can, beginning on the 2nd.
Start thinking about it.
We have another week, because on the 2nd we get control of the House and the Senate prior to the 20th.
Oh, we'll see. Maybe that's part of the. Maybe that's part of this. Like I said, all you got to do is get out the box.
Because then it's got to come through there, and then they can do what they need to do. But
let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Start thinking towards the 2nd how to tie his hands up.
Okay. But I mean,
all of their hands up. Whoever's running the government. And
what I want them to do
is been elected.
And I'm dying to find out if this is what's going to happen, because everything going on, you have to wonder if there is, I don't know I'm not I'm not that smart. But I would like to think that there is a system in place so that the government will go after these people and what they've done. I mean, it's sad to think we got to go backwards to go forward. And I know a lot of people would like to say, let's just forget about it and go forward. No, we need to fix this
people
problem.
Have got to be held accountable.
Benny Thompson's got to be held accountable.
Otherwise, we have no teeth. Why would anybody stop doing it? Why would any other people get elected? Because they know they're going to get away with it because they have so many times before. If people are not held accountable, then other people will continue to do it.
And did you see where the committee came out and released the information on Matt Gaetz?
Yes. And Matt Gaetz, I remember him going through it. It's all crap.
He was paying for sex and this, that, and the other. And they said,
are we sure about that?
Well, and then
I remember not believing the evidence.
What I don't understand is how they released it. He filed a lawsuit to repress it that goes to court today, but it's already out.
Right.
I don't understand it. And it took a Republican flipping on the committee that Michael Guest controls. Come on. Once you made a decision not to release information, you should have left it alone.
Right.
You should. A decision was made. You were in charge.
And
end of the story.
Gaetz was the one 2 or 3 years ago that was burning everything down, willing to put his reputation on the line to do what we all, the grassroots people, thought was the right thing to do.
Right. And
so of course he got attacked. So why should I believe anything after he did that?
Well, I mean, it is
because he put his career on the line to go out and do that crazy stuff.
I mean, he knew.
No, it wasn't crazy.
He
but
knew.
They pitched
He
him as
said
crazy.
in his 30s, he was a little wild, but I mean, what he
emotional? Yes.
Yeah, but what he did was what he did, y'all. He's been in office.
It's time people get wild.
But he has stood up and said things that he should have said. You know, when he knew that he had all this baggage, he was still trying to protect America.
I remember when it came out not believing the baggage.
And what's his name?
Because it has something to do with a 17-year-old being flown in by somebody else and da 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 da. And I think there's even a Matt Gaetz that's may have been somebody else. I mean, go back and look at the details of that case because I remember it wasn't.
But anyway, the big thing here is it was over. It was not going to be news. You've turned it into news to blur the narrative as Trump is doing what needs to be done, and he's going to fix something that Jimmy Carter did.
Yeah.
And bring back and get the Panama Canal back.
Well, see, I think in a lot of ways, they make a lot of noise and they throw up something they know is going to be controversial. So we don't pay attention to what actually is important. There's not enough time to talk about what's actually important because we're talking about the gossip.
Well, we're talking about illegal aliens coming. They come from that far down. There's no reason. We need a base there. We have to defend Panama Canal, and we're getting charged the most.
We paid for it.
Put ships through there. We paid with lives to build that thing. Yes, we did. I mean, that's ours. And Jimmy shouldn't ever given it away.
Why does one person have the right to give something like that away?
I don't know.
Why does one group of people all of a sudden have a right to change the name of a college that's been around for 200 years? I mean, people think way too much of themselves and the decisions they're allowed to make.
That's why I'm going to name City Hall after me.
I'm not going to let you do that, Chip.
Anyway, we're going to take a break. We'll be back on the Chip Matthews Show with Taylor Turcotte here on WYAB. Chip Matthews Show with Taylor Turcotte here on WYAB.
Until you're out of office. Then after you made all of your
1039
changes and you retired, then we'll put your name on
season. Let Manship in Jackson take the
We
reins
could
of
probably
all
bury
the festive feastings with our holiday
How far?
catering menus. We're talking
Not even a mile
platters,
from
whole
it.
turkeys, baked hams, and prime
No,
rib
we
that
buried
melts
it,
in your mouth. They also offer amazing casseroles
County,
and
Madison
desserts
County.
that'll have everybody asking for seconds
Far
or
as road.
thirds. And about those holiday gatherings, don't stress it. Their private rooms can host anywhere from 5 to
I've already
100
got
of
my
your
flight.
nearest and dearest friends. And
Well,
your party is as
I have been
special as the occasion. Make it
doing
your
the
holidays hassle-free and delicious at
Cutting
or with
the
the
grass,
Manship.
planting flowers there.
Pure Air Consultants is
Oh my
committed to
goodness.
offering you the very best
Southern
in
Battery,
cooling
Southern
systems and services.
Well,
We
I'm
can
Southern
install air
Baptist,
purification
but this
UV
is
lights
a
that not only
Methodist
deodorize your home,
This is a
but
Methodist
also
church.
remove 99% of
Okay.
airborne
My grandfather's
pathogens
church.
from ducts in
And
your home.
everybody
This
in the
increases
Great Falls.
HVAC efficiency and saves you money. We offer 0% interest
All the
financing.
way down
We
to
proudly
Dale
install
Earnhardt
Rheem
Jr.,
equipment. Rheem, the new
Dale
degree of
Earnhardt's
comfort.
mother.
Online at mypureairconsultants.com.
Wow, we don't want people don't realize. I'll be buried in the Clinton Cemetery.
CBS News special
Right in the middle
report.
of my
Luigi
two
Mangione
families.
has pleaded not guilty to the state murder and terror charges against him for the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. CBS New York's Lisa Rosner says his attorneys have some complaints.
Mangione's attorney made a couple of requests to the judge, including requesting immediate expedited discovery in this case, saying that the people have had this case for almost 3 weeks. And that was more than enough time to gather info.
They also say they're concerned about Mangione's right to a fair trial after last week's perp walk featuring dozens of cops and New York's mayor. Legal consultant, attorney Richard Schoenstein, says state and federal prosecutors will have their cases proceed on parallel tracks.
There's that murder charge on the federal level, which is pled as a top-tier federal murder count, and that in the federal system carries the possibility of the death penalty.
Right.
CBS News special report. I'm Michael Wallace.
Complete Exteriors. We're here to serve the needs of homeowners and business owners when disaster strikes. Whether it's hurricanes, storm damage, hail damage, or just wear and tear, our 5-star reviews speak for themselves. 80% of the homes that are affected by hurricanes or storm damage are going to need a new roof. You're going to need 601-326-2755. That's Complete Exteriors hotline. We answer the phone 24 hours a day. You're going to want us on your roof. Insurance claims welcome. Again, Complete Exteriors online, CompleteExteriorsMS.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Jolly from the Tractor Store. LS Tractor understands your passion for the land. Just like you, LS Tractor is committed to excellence and superior products. LS Tractor comes with a long list of standard features that are unmatched by other brands.
And I mean, it's just like, you should put out something that deserves that kind of money.
You get a lot more for your money with the LS Tractor. Come to the Tractor Store in Richland to experience the LS difference.
Like my leg, I'm not qualified. I don't have to wait 2 years before I have any kind of coverage
Are you
on
a
my
wine
legs because they
enthusiast?
say that
Are you looking for the
my
perfect
body may
ball to
reject the
elevate your next
steel
dinner?
ride.
The ultimate destination
Nobody
for
told me
wine
that.
lovers is
I mean, I
042
didn't want
Wine and
traction,
Spirits
that
on
it would
West
have been nice to
Government
be
Street
told.
in Brandon, the locally owned,
But
the
it
locally
also would have been
operated.
nice to be
042
told at
Wine
the
offers
hospital that
something
the
for
$100
everyone,
worth
from
of
local favorites
injections
to
that I
rare
was supposed to
vintage
be giving
wines.
myself in
042
my
Wine and Spirits
belly.
will help you find
I
your
don't
next
like
favorite
shots.
wine. The friendly
To
and
keep
knowledgeable
the
folks at
blood
042
clots
Wine and Spirits
down.
will help you find
The
the perfect
alternative
bottle
is
for every
aspirin.
occasion. 042 Wine and Spirits
But
located
they
on
didn't
West
tell me
Government
that. They
Street
told me
in
about the
Brandon.
$100
Rare
product.
coin prices have exploded in the last
Gave me
3
directions
years.
how to use
Hard
that.
Asset
It didn't
Management,
say
one of the
or you
world's
could just take
largest
an
precious metals and rare coin dealer firms, makes
corrupt.
recommendations
corrupt,
on
and I'll
what
say
to
it all
buy
day
for
long.
collectors
It's
who
all
know
about
what
making
they're
money. They
looking
don't give a
for.
crap about
We can make strong recommendations in areas that we feel have the strongest potential for long-term growth. Call today, 844-426-4653 to receive our free Rare Coin newsletter or register online at bmcham.com.
Right.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here's your host, Chip Matthews.
And we're back on a Monday morning here, Christmas Eve. Let's open this drink. Oh, yes. We'll be drinking beverages tonight at the Clay Edwards. I just figured I like promoting concerts and events. And the Clay Edwards
You
Show
have the voice for it.
will be live tonight at Burgers and Blues.
He'll
and
have,
barbecue.
he'll probably have his show, his podcast on live for that.
Yeah,
probably.
Well, no, because he may get, some things you don't want to broadcast.
Oh, that's true.
Some things are evil.
Yeah.
He'll say hello early.
Right.
But I don't know if he's going to broadcast the
He'll
rest
go
of
like,
it.
wow. We'll see.
I've been around Clay when he's had a beverage or two.
Have you?
Yes, I have. Once or
Okay.
twice.
Okay.
Now, I will tell you this. One of the best things in the world, he and I would get in the car to go to New Orleans.
Right.
And we'd cut the tune zone, and never mind, Clay cannot sing, although he tries.
Well,
But we turned the radio up loud enough, and
Right.
the windows are down.
you can't hear.
Drinking beer, going
Let 'em go.
to New Orleans,
Straight shot.
and
Straight interstate.
singing 80s songs.
I had a convertible when I was in college. And do you know you can feel the temperature change when you come out of the city, when you hit and you come out over in a convertible, it drops quickly. And I mean, it's an awesome feeling, especially when you've been out in the quarter.
Well, anyway, we're back. What are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk
You
about?
have to give your wish list.
My wish list?
Yeah. How many do you have on your list? I had 2. What do you have?
I want peace in the Middle East.
Oh yeah, that was my third one. And of course I want peace on earth.
We're always supposed to say peace on earth and peace in the Middle East.
Yeah.
No, I'd like to see, I'm on the wave, and I'm glad to see the multimedia people out there have realized that religion is taking a big part in everybody's life now. And I'm glad to see religion making a comeback. Yeah. You know, it's always, you know, things go around and circle around, and religion is now making a comeback. And isn't that great? Isn't that great? That's sort of like a recurrent hit.
Yeah.
You know, Poison went away and then they come back, and then Aerosmith went away and came back. Rock and roll went away. Please come back.
Right.
You know?
Well, and as people come back to religion, they need to also be sure that they come back to their own spirituality in the center of them.
Yes.
Not focus on the religion going on outside.
But people realize that the world is in a bad place.
Yes.
And it's like
they need comfort.
There was a generation, in my opinion, where people quit going to church and this, that, and the other. And I just feel like, you know, you know, you don't have to go into the building, but it is another way for you to get close to your community, because there's so little things that we do now that we don't do on a regular basis to see people, to where we know who needs to run for office, where we know this. I mean,
community engagement.
Church was one place where we ran into people.
That's true.
I mean, you go to Walmart,
everybody knew if you weren't in church on Sundays.
You know, you used to go to a grocery store in Canton and you knew everybody there. You
right.
went everybody, but now it's scattered.
I
you
mean,
know, everybody's everywhere.
I remember that First Baptist Church Clinton when I was little. That's where I was raised.
Everybody was in one place.
Right.
And now
everybody.
World got too fast. I remember when a drive from Canton to Jackson was like you put on your good clothes to drive all the way to Jackson from Canton, y'all. You know, do you remember? Let's look at it this way. The culture used to be that you put on a suit and tie to get on an airplane.
Yes, I remember that.
Okay.
I remember that.
You put on a suit and tie to go do things.
Yep, you got dressed up.
You know, I remember I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. I used to put on a suit and tie to go to an Ole Miss football game. And by God, that should come back.
You know, people ought to go back and look at the pictures in the 40s. I've got an old an old book that has Jackson back in the day, before civil rights. Everybody was dressed very well,
and we
were very prosperous.
It's like people, you know, they were after the Civil War. We were dirt farmers, this, that, and the other. And but when we went out in public, we had respect for ourselves and we dressed up. And the bad thing, when you look at a closet in a whole house that was built in the 20s, that closet would only hold. Let's say if it was mine and your clothes, you'd have 3 dresses. I'd have 1 suit, and two pair of overalls.
Right. That's why there's no closets in old houses.
There's nothing in an old house closet.
Well, and people didn't show off with their clothes the way they do now either.
No,
you know, it wasn't about showing off. Everybody had the same thing.
But you had a suit,
maybe with
and you wore it. And I mean, I would love. I mean, I can't say that because when I was wearing suits as a part of my real life,
right.
I had probably 50.
Right.
Currently, which some people would have never seen me in a tie.
Right.
I own over 400 ties.
Chip.
Yes.
See, that's what we'll do after you're mayor and then you've done all these wonderful things. We'll auction off Chip's ties.
Yeah. And I'll have to have.
You know, I'm on Poshmark. I might be able to sell some of those for you if you wanted to.
You know, it's really. I'm not trying to sell my ties. There's different shades of colors of each tie. Every color. I mean, I have this orange and that orange and that orange, and this red and that red. I mean, I have nothing maroon.
Okay. How many shirts do you have?
Really, in shirts, I have a bunch of shirts. But the reality is, you really need.
How many closets do you take up?
3 or 4.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And that's in one house. And that's not counting the other house.
Chip.
Okay. But you know, I used to have to wear a suit every day.
Yeah.
And like back in the day when I was in radio the first time around, I would not go on the radio unless I was wearing a suit.
Yeah. Go on the radio.
I wore a suit every day when I was on the radio.
Wow.
And I required everybody else that came on in the daytime to wear a tie.
Okay. Well,
And some of those guys are executives in radio stations all across America now. And they always, to this day, wear a tie. And they say that's because Chip told me I had to wear a tie.
Yeah. Well, everything, all these girls are in workout wear now everywhere that they go. And I guess so many people now are flying nowadays. I mean, I've seen people, they specifically wear pajamas to get on a flight.
Okay, hold on. Workout wear. You're talking about yoga pants?
I'm talking leggings. The girls running around in leggings, and I kind of want to tell them, wear something at least that covers your butt.
I say that leggings and yoga pants and all that is why Ozempic is becoming huge. To get these people, I mean, in order to make America beautiful again, we've got to have Ozempic to get some of these people to get some weight off some of these people wearing these clothes that they should not be wearing.
How about, well, I'll speak to Pilates and exercise, start exercising.
Okay, quick break. We'll be right back.
And start exercising.
We'll be right back.
Ozempic.
1039
WIAB. Don't take any pharmaceuticals.
Efficient and trouble-free payroll processing is
I had a
crucial
sweet
to a
little lady at one
business's
of my ladies'
success, and
meetings.
a lot of
That's
businesses
the one that
are
I just had
struggling
last
with
week
it.
that was
PeopleLease,
businesswomen.
a local
This was a
payroll
little ladies'
provider,
meeting.
not only offers
And
top-of-the-line
she went
software,
into
but
her
also
doctor,
provides
and her
on-demand
doctor wanted
payroll
to put her
support
on all
services.
kinds of
With
medicines, and
PeopleLease,
she
you're never on
basically
your
told
own
him no.
at every step of your payroll
I don't
process.
want to get on all these
PeopleLease
pills. I
has
don't
the
know why you want to
expertise
put
in
me on all
managing
these
payroll
pills.
challenges,
And
and we
they're-
work
people are
hard to
starting to say
understand your
no.
business and employees. That's what makes
Say no,
PeopleLease the perfect
pharmaceuticals.
choice for you and your business. Learn more online at
Although I
peoplelease.com.
did
If
buy
you want the
some
best health
Neurogum
care,
this
where do
morning.
you go? The Mayo Clinic.
You heard of
If you want the best
Neurogum?
care for your vehicle,
It's
where
what
do
they
you
have on the Joe
go?
Rogan
Mayo
show.
Auto Clinic
It's
in
L-
Raymond. Mayo
It's a
Auto
little bit
Clinic does
something,
foreign
something,
and domestic
and
vehicles
caffeine
and diesel
that makes your
repair.
brain.
Mayo Auto
It's like
Clinic has
Adderall for all
ASE certified
natural.
techs with over 25 years of
Neurogum.
experience. You can extend the life
So I
of your
ordered
car
some,
or
we can
truck
try.
when you take it to Mayo Auto
makes the
Clinic.
show
For
better.
cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
Hi, this is Lori with the Mailroom
By the
Book
way,
Stack.
in this,
Need help getting
I
all
didn't
those
get to
gifts
that
wrapped
part
this
in
holiday
reading the
season?
article.
A pretty parcel gift wrapping service
The
at the
key that
Mailroom
comes up.
Gluckstadt can help you take care of all
That
of your
was
gift
County
wrapping needs,
Development
whether it's just one or everything under the tree. All you have to do is drop them off.
That's what
We
we
are
can
located
do.
on Calhoun
Podcast
Station
about
Parkway, south of Germantown High School, or you can
the
visit
whole
us
break.
online
I mean,
at
we're not gonna talk about that
mailroomgluckstadt.com.
Well, I
From
know,
our
but that's
family
what
to
I'm
yours,
saying.
we
can
hope you
get
have a
our-
very Merry
we can get
Christmas
the
and a Happy New
recordings
Year.
up and going and go ahead and
An
get
American
talking about
home
all this
just
stuff.
doesn't seem complete
Even
without
if we
that
don't put it
flag
out, we have
hanging
it
from
on-
the
on
pole
camera.
on the porch. And where do you get that flag? In Jackson, it's at a
'Cause I'm
complete
basically gonna be
flag source,
homebound for the next 2
I-55 North. You'll find
Well,
U.S.
need to
and
get out.
Mississippi
You can
flags
come.
in all
Yeah, I'll be
sizes.
at the
And
rest-
yes,
I'll go to
that
the
new
restaurant
Mississippi
when it
flag
closes.
is available along with international flags and all state and territorial
Christmas
flags.
Day, I'll be
They
coming
can
out
build your flagpole
that way
and repair
for,
that ragged old flag. It's at CompleteFlags.com. That's
Christmas
CompleteFlags.com.
Homes are a lifetime investment, so when you decide to upgrade your home, contact Boykin Contractors in Florence. Bryce Boykin and his team are licensed
You'll be at the
contractors,
restaurant
bonded
Christmas
and
Day?
insured. They deliver top-notch work to that bathroom or kitchen remodel. Boykin Contractors are also experienced in roofing and dealing with
You like
all
your
insurance
restaurant?
claims. Please contact Bryce for a free roof
At the
inspection.
restaurant.
Christian values and honesty set their team
My
apart on
restaurant's
workmanship
always
and
been
timely
like
completion.
my
Call or text
pancake.
601-951-7336 or find them on Facebook as well. Boykin
I'll get
Contractors,
football
here to
on
make
two
your
or three
remodeling
CDs.
dreams and home
Yep.
expansion a reality.
Okay.
Godfather on another.
Okay.
Hey everybody, it's John at Two Gun
And I mean,
Tactical.
this- we
We're
don't even
having
have to
Kim
do,
Wade Wednesdays
like,
at both
your
locations. So you
floor
come in
pretty
and
enough. We
mention
don't need to
Kim
do
Wade
that green
on a
screen
Wednesday, you
back.
get half price range
No,
fees.
we have
Hey,
the
if you're a
green
member,
screen
we're gonna give you an extra
Well, I know,
free
but the
target
restaurant,
just
we
for
can-
mentioning
we can
Kim
do
Wade.
some
So
podcast
come
out
on in and
at the rest-
work
in
on your
the
shooting,
tables where it's
exercise that 2A right.
Got
But,
Andy on.
if we don't fight for it, we won't have it much longer.
I'll
It's
have a picture of the hangout. I can put it up
TwoGunTactical.com.
here,
That's the
right
number
down the
2
screen where it looks like we're at the restaurant.
GunTactical.com.
Where do you stand in the
We can do
pro-life
whatever.
community? If you're passionate about protecting the sanctity of life from
But I will be
fertilization
doing
to
computer
natural
work
death,
for the
please
next 2
join
weeks.
us
I
at
got a lot of
Pro-Life
stuff to type
Mississippi
in.
as we make a difference and save lives right here in our own state. Pro-Life Mississippi is a community of individuals dedicated to equipping others to value all human life, including the preborn, those with disabilities, and the elderly. Our mission is simple: to provide unwavering support, education, and advocacy for the preborn, their
wrapped up in the
families,
war
and
knock.
other vulnerable children and adults. If you're just starting your pro-life journey, or you have been an advocate of life for many years, Pro-Life Mississippi needs your
6
voice
pages.
and
How many
talents to
notes
save
did
lives in
what you did
Mississippi.
on hand
Together, we can make a difference in building a stronger pro-life Mississippi. Learn more
that was
about
the
us
election. That
at
wasn't Warnock.
prolifems.org. That's prolifems.org.
That wasn't Warnock. That's the election.
Be part of the community.
That was my
celebrates
election.
Each and every human
And
life.
it didn't include anything that had to do with me.
Y'all, we've got so much stuff we're going to be able to put out. We're going to help y'all through these municipal elections. Learn them all.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
And we're back on the Chip Matthews Show here on WYAB. Oh, I found something else in the newspaper. Okay. There's a new fire truck in Richmond. They bought a new fire truck.
Wow.
Now in Canton, when we got a new fire truck, all the aldermen put their names on it. Especially the ones that are
the current aldermen.
No, the ones that they're like here. When I look at Eric Gilkey and Andrew Grant, their names are on the truck, along with who is it? Vicky McNeil, who was also indicted, and the other criminals. They're all there, So I'm sure.
Put their name. They're not even out of office, and they put their names.
They put it. One thing about being in office, you can put a plaque on anything
with your own name on it.
With your name on it.
Yeah, that's just bad karma.
Yeah. Okay.
Do something good enough to where somebody's gonna want to do that afterwards.
But Ridgeland got a new fire truck.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's better than electric school buses in Jackson.
Well, yeah. Well, and then we have all the new electric charging stations going in Jackson.
What?
Huh? Where have you been?
I hunker down at my house with enough.
Well, you gotta watch the news. I know they don't.
I
know they
do.
don't put a lot of news on TV.
Well,
especially right now,
they only cover local for like the first 10 minutes, and then they go to all in national.
They do 2 stories, and that's it.
Yep.
Baby shot in Kansas City, and you're going.
I guess I could get on the.
But no, they're putting a charging station at the Mississippi Museum of Art, one in front of Thalia Mara.
Who pays for this?
I
mean, who pays for the power that it takes to charge up an electric vehicle?
The city of Jackson will be paying for the charging. They're paying for the power.
Are you kidding me?
That's what
the city of Jackson is going to pay for charging stations for people to come in and charge their electric cars.
Who has an electric car?
Well, I've seen 1 or 2 of
that would drive
trucks around.
That you would drive into Jackson.
Well, I've seen an electric car, but would
you drive one?
We don't have money for our children in schools, and you're gonna put charging stations bills. I mean,
okay, we got 4 minutes left, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about what the legislature needs to do in the new year. First thing we need to do is we need to rehash the way we do education here in Mississippi.
Yes.
Need to put God back in the schools.
Yes.
We need to do a requirement of some kind of history.
Yes.
We need
civics.
We need civics. And we need to take all of these districts that we're like Madison County has 2 districts.
Right.
Hinds County has 2 districts. Hinds County and Jackson. We're paying too many people to run districts. I mean,
right.
And they all get paid. I mean, just in Hinds and Madison County, we're probably paying right at $1 million for 2 superintendents.
Yeah.
Same in Hinds County, you're probably paying $1 million for 2 superintendents.
And in Hinds County, your schools are failing miserably.
Hey, and in Canton, they are too. Now, Madison County does well, but Canton doesn't.
Right.
But Canton should be a part of Madison County. But the reality is this, and I know some people, you need the education reform. I mean, this state should be run in 5 districts.
Right.
And the Northern District have 1 superintendent, the Middle District, 1 superintendent. And
so Trump gets in and gets rid of the Federal Board of Education, and we can do whatever we want in the state. Clean it all out.
And then the education money would come to the state.
Yep.
Okay. But then they would have more money, but they still don't know what to do with the money they got.
Well,
they spend it on,
and it's not their money, so they're going to blow it on anything.
And they have extra money, and Tate tells them to send it back to the citizens, and we're going to have to need that money. We're going to spend
at some point.
We got needs. Well, we got all this one-time money for these underground cables we need to put in the ground in North Madison County. where we're spending $10 million, I think.
Yep.
Putting cable in the ground when for internet and all that.
When the satellites are coming in.
When all you need, I mean,
let's go ahead and get this work done before we don't need it anymore.
I mean,
go ahead and suck the money out for this.
Talk about being behind.
Yep.
You know, if we hadn't spent the money, y'all should stop for just a second. Somebody needs to go and ask Elon, go up to Washington and say, Elon, should we do this with this money or should we do something
Can
else?
I add that to my list? Number 4, I want a Skylink.
You want a Skylink?
Yeah, whatever the phone. Elon, can I have one of the phones?
Elon, yeah, you want a Skylink.
Uh-huh.
That's going to be what everybody has.
Yep.
And I forgot what he calls his phone. It's something phone. It's not iPhone. It's not an e-phone. It's I forgot what it is.
Right.
But we need to get one.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's Christmas time, a time to be with people, a time to rest.
Yes.
For me. Also tonight, the restaurant will be open. Acme Pizza, come out and see us. We won't be open Christmas Eve and we won't be open Christmas Day.
Shocked.
So, yeah, no kidding.
Well, nobody's buying food there eating at home.
Everybody's shocked. No, I mean, last night everybody was out. Y'all come on out tonight.
Well, I meant on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
No, they'll get out. They'll be out.
Wow.
But anyway.
Chip needs time off. The whole restaurant needs time off.
Thank you.
But
y'all come out and see us at Acme Pizza tonight. Go out to Clay's party tonight. Taylor, you have a Merry Christmas.
I will.
And I hope
you as well.
Thank you very much. And we will be back here.
Merry Christmas to all the listeners.
We'll see everybody. It'll be the new year or almost the new year.
No, almost the new year.
We'll see you next week right here.
Low prices. Christmas sale going on now. Carter Jewelers Jackson.
Christmas. Y'all have a good Christmas, and we'll see you when we get back on. Y'all keep an eye out for Chip and I doing our off the radio podcast stuff.
Insurance.
Bye.